Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has called on Kenyan and Tanzanians to stop competing against each other and instead collaborate in order to attract investments, create jobs and grow both economies. President Kenyatta and his counterpart from Tanzania, President Samia Suluhu, attended a business forum this morning, bringing together business leaders from both countries. Victor Kiprop is now joining us live with more details. Victor, what else came out of this meeting?
That's right, Zainab. Collaborate and not compete. And that was the message from President Uhuru Kenyatta and President Samia Suluhu Hassan of Tanzania, talking, of course, to the business associations and delegations who have been meeting this morning to make sure that they iron out their issues and they can boost trade and development between the two countries. I have Phyllis Wakiaga. She's the CEO of the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, and she's been active in these discussions this morning. Phyllis, welcome. You're live on NTV. You were part of this discussion this morning. What's your biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway is the political commitment and goodwill that has come out of the discussions. I think we both listened to speeches by Her Excellency Samia Suluhu and His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and they were very clear that the way forward for both our countries is collaboration, working together, creating more opportunities and harnessing indeed the opportunities that exist between our two countries.
And of course, this comes at a time when the two countries, especially during the reign of the late Tanzanian President John Pombe Magufuli, the two countries appeared not to be talking so much. There were issues at the border, including the seizure of Kenyan products, and of course, the two countries trading wars between on application of issues to do the common market protocols. And you, as manufacturers, were at the center of it. Right now, the two countries are talking. How important is it that we are now talking?
It's very important for the local industrial sectors, both in Kenya and Tanzania. The stalemates were mainly occasioned around issues affecting the free movement of goods between our two partner states, the freedom of also movement of people, the ability to work in some of the partner states between the two of us. So what this means is that we'll be able to trade freely. A lot of the challenges we've had have been around things like the failure to recognize certificates issued by each other's regulatory bodies. We've also had challenges around lack of preferential treatment in cases where our goods are meeting the rules of origin. We've had discriminatory excise taxes, amongst other NTBs. And for us, this conversation is significant because the commitment from the partner states and the heads of state, both Uhuru Kenyatta and Samia Suluhu Hassan, they have said that the ministers should meet within the month and resolve the issues. So for us, it's a very positive outcome.
Good, and of course, in that meeting that they should do and resolve these issues, it comes at a time when, if you look at the trade figures between the two countries for around 2012 and the last 3 years, you'll see that there's been a significant drop, of course, between what we export, what we import from these countries. Basically, we have not been trading, and the president was clear that we are not at the level that we should be. Do you think this new page that we are opening could see us get to a better level?
Interestingly, the numbers over the last few years have seen a decline in Kenya trade to Tanzania, but a positive increase in Tanzania trade to Kenya. But for me, it's still, we're really hitting below our weight. If you look at the trade within the partner states in EAC, it's at about 14%, compared to what you see in other regions like SADC at 47%, you see the EU at 68%. So it means we are leaving about 86% of our trade to other partner states. So it's significant what has happened here today, because if these issues are addressed, we are then going to be able to set up industries. You also had the welcome to investors who were asked to go and invest in both countries. What that will do is we can really solidify our position in Africa as a strong region for manufacturing. And remember, we have the FCTA to take advantage of. So I think this is really momentous. All right.
Many thanks, Phyllis Wakiaga. She's the CEO of the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, giving us her views, of course, from the conversations that have been happening this morning between the business delegation from Kenya and Tanzania, of course, on how the two countries can take trade between these countries to a new level, of course, steered by President Uhuru Kenyatta and President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Zainab.
Thank you, Victor Kiprop. They will be getting more details as well at 7 and 9 p.m.